Hello everyone and welcome back to Masfra. It's Dr. Alexibot here on the Mind Development channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to explain the idea behind Masfra. So Masfra simply means Masterminds Fraternity, a group of people coming together to strive towards a divine purpose. And when we say purpose, what is the meaning of purpose? Purpose simply means growth. It means what we are to do, what actually are we to do to enhance freedom in our lives, which is why the whole purpose of life is growth. We see these animals, we see plants, they are constantly growing and they are evolving. So as we humans, we have to evolve to meet the changing needs of nature. It means constantly nature is changing and it expects all the species to evolve with it. So we humans must have a purpose, just the same way every living thing on this earth have a purpose in order to achieve true freedom. In today's society, where we have most of the young adults engaging in all sort of get-rich-quick schemes, and adults even losing their health for the mere purpose of working for money, or even their relationship, we realize that most people have got their mind fixated on the wrong things. It's actually good to work for financial freedom, but when there is imbalance, when there is no balance, and we have all our focus on one particular goal, let's say on money, we sometimes miss the mark. Because purpose means growth. It means we have to include everything in our lives which will actually set us free, right? We are striving for a divine purpose in order to be free. So we see that every human being at a certain age have certain purpose. The purpose of young children between 10 to 20 wouldn't be the same as the purpose of adults between 50 to 70. Around that age, they will all have different purpose. Same with men and women. God did not create a man and a woman to actually do the same thing. It's pretty much nature. We realize that men and women are both both genders are important. No gender is superior to the other. Both genders are important, but they have different purposes assigned to them by nature. A man cannot simply give birth to a child. The same way, if you put a man and a woman in a boxing ring, definitely men are going to win. This is why we realize that men, on the other hand, produce more testosterone, so they have to take on more task and load compared to women. Women produce the hormone estrogen. Estrogen is needed for reproduction, so that they can constantly reproduce and give birth. So in Masfra, we are going to focus on the purpose of men and women. What are they meant to be doing? And also within the different age groups between 10 to 20 years, we are going to look at young children growing up. What is their purpose? Their purpose is actually to understand why they are on this earth, and also to give them to let them understand the importance of having good morals, good moral upbringing. Then between 20 to 30, this is young adults actually growing up, and usually these young adults have difficulty in trying to focus. We find most especially young men indulging in all sorts of get-rich-quick schemes, or some even indulging in alcohol and drugs. So it's very hard for them to focus around that age. Between 20 to 30, we are focusing on how we can actually get clarity on what we are doing. So we have to focus on how to make definiteness of purpose the starting point in everything we do. Then between 30 to 49 years, I'll say within that age, we are going to look at how to make successful marriages for men and women, how to unite men and women in marriages to work together, because we realize that at that age range is where we have most people going into divorce, because they go into marriage without any clear, definite purpose or aim. And this is where they enter the marriage, and within the first few years they start hitting the rough spots. So we try to guide them on how to go into successful marriage by adapting a definite purpose for the marriage to work, and also how to train their kids, the moral upbringing of their children. Then also about finances, how they can balance every area of their life so that they do not have certain areas lacking. Then we realize that between 50 to 70, these are adults who have pretty much accomplished everything in life and are about to reap the fruits of their labor. And usually, because they do not have proper knowledge and understanding about nutrition, health and nutrition, they usually take it for granted. So we usually find adults within that range having a lot of illnesses like diabetes, hypertension, stroke, and all the other illnesses and all other diseases. So our main focus for adults within that age range is to guide them on proper nutrition, proper health and nutrition, and also guide them on how to manage stress, because the purpose around that age is for them to live a bit longer, for them to stay quite strong, and with all these experiences that they've gathered throughout their lives, they can be able to pass it down to their younger children or their grandchildren. Pretty much how everything works. So we have to teach them how to manage stress, how to live a more strong and fulfilling life. Yes. So this is the idea behind MASFRA, is that for every age range we have the purpose assigned to them by nature. And then, like I said, men and women also have different purpose. So the whole purpose of MASFRA is to change the idea behind working for money and then fame into a society of purpose-driven people. Because I pretty much believe that if we are able to bring out all our skills together and then strive towards a divine purpose, we would accomplish things much faster and greater than when we are divided by culture and then religion. Because these days you usually find siblings splitting apart, working in different countries for money, and usually it's not the best, because when you have nuclear families splitting, instead, if they can come together and then work with each other, bring their skills together, harness their skills together, they would go far. Because when we focus on money, we miss the mark, which is why we have to focus on growth, focus on striving to have freedom in every area of our life. So this brings us to the end of this video. Kindly like, comment, and then subscribe for all the latest contents on MASFRA. Thank you and see you next time.